VC, Tim here again. Gonna make part 2 of my Christian collection. Talk about 2 bands that are more modern sounding. Didn't come out of the 80s. Sorry about a couple things in that first video when I made that weird face when I was checking the time on how long the video was, and I noticed I held something upside down. Kind of embarrassed watching that video back, but hey, it's life, that's what happens. I like to talk about the band that's playing in the background and on my shirt, Skillet. They live not too far from my area, and it's one of the modern sounding bands that I actually like. And the first album of theirs I bought, don't have all their discography. I had a few more again until my wife poached my collection, but different subject for another day. I'll show what I have now. Here's Skillet Collide. This was released in late 90s, early 2000s. I can't read the printing because I got, like Peaches, I have very bad eyesight. The follow-up to that was Comatose, which is probably one of my favorite albums by them. Some songs from this have been on mainstream radio, like Rebirthing, The Last Night. I don't listen to radio much myself, but the follow-up to that album was this one, Awake. Not my favorite album of theirs. Again, the song Monster was a mainstream hit. Hero. Much better album than Awake in my mind is the concept album Rise. Sick of It, I'm sure, and the title track Rise have been on commercial radio. And what's playing in the background is Skillet Unleashed Beyond. This is a re-release of their current album Unleashed with bonus tracks and some remixes on it. Skillet is a band I've grown to love. I've seen them a couple times in concert. Going to see them again in April. Looking forward to that. Another band I want to talk about quickly is a band called Disciple. They had a much heavier sound when they started out. This is an album by God. This has like 20 tracks on it. It's a nice long one. Excuse me while I adjust my phone here. Falling over. The follow-up to that one, Back Again. Probably my favorite album of theirs. Very heavy, raw, screaming vocals at times. Here's a 2-pack that has album Scars Remain and a self-titled album. Scars Remain was a very heavy album. The self-titled, they started going more for a more commercial sound. Lost a lot of fans on this one. Again, this is a band I don't have all their discography, but here's Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. I haven't heard all of this, but this sounds like, what I've heard sounds really good. Oh God, Save Us All. Very commercial sound on some tracks, and some of the tracks are pretty heavy on this. Attack. And Disciple's latest album, Long Live the Rebels. Again, very commercial sounding, but some very heavy tracks on these. If you like hearing, like what you're hearing in the background, check out Skillet. If you're into very heavy music, sometimes death metal sounding vocals, check out Disciple. Sorry for the shaky cam, but I'll speak to you later.